Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Good morning, Legions! The name's Grimm, and today... Oh, looks like we're having a meeting.
The salty air, strangely refreshing aroma of seawater's already upon us. At this rate, we should reach Brilehaven by tomorrow.
Seawater? I thought so. The air also feels a lot more clammy, so I assumed that's what it was.
And so we put the forest behind us at long last. That must mean that we've already ventured beyond where that cliff collapsed, a herring passage.
It would seem it was fixed without a trace of its ruin. And speaking of which, ruin Nurse, don't remember that we are relying on you for safe passage the rest of the way. Damn, calling him out. Alright, tomorrow we should be able to see the ocean.
That reminds me.
Nurse said the water around Brilehaven are kinda strange. I'm curious what he meant by that. Yeah, you'll see. See, anybody up front, it seems, yes, Stroll's sharpening his weapon.
Alright then.
Hulkenberg is at her board game again. Hello. However, let us cook first. Let's see, what am I feeling today? Invincible noodles, nah. Ooh, curative coney roast. The thing is, that's pretty good. Oh wait, that's 250 for all allies. Wait, that's great actually. Yeah, we'll make 8 of these. Should I? Yeah, I mean 250 to everybody. Hell, I think like the max for like pixie dust or whatever it is, like 200 or 300. And heals poison. Yeah, we're making this. That's a dish Stroll wanted to make. Wait here, I'll go get him.
Now then, or as often would we simply refer to our meals as meat. Something to keep in mind is where it's cut from. The taste and texture can change dramatically, you know. Each type of cut has an ideal preparation, and if you do it well, it turns out tender and delicious. Something to strive for, wouldn't you say?
Speaking of,
So what kind of cut do we have here? But never do mind. Just leave this to me.
Okay, if you say so. I began preparing the food with Stroll.
Watch your meat and adjust the heat so it goes. Although it depends on what your preference is, really. It's nearly time. No, it is time. Strike now.
alright.
Yes, not so bad so far. See, the juice is there. There's your proof that this is turning out delicious. We'll add a little something for the aroma and we're done. But just a little, or it'll overshadow the flavor.
Amazing! Stroll and I made a delicious looking dish cooked to perfection.
It's curative coney roast. Smells great, doesn't it? Now imagine how it tastes.
Nice. Good job. Thanks to speed cooking, it cooked without passing time.
Alright, that was a good cooking session. Now, I want to do one more reminder for y'all before we do our activity of the day. Remember, have some archetypes with some fire affinities to them. This can be the maid, this can be the commander that we've unlocked recently. Just anything, hell, even inherited skills. Just remember to have some fire skills and a bit of healing. Because I think y'all know who we're gonna fight today. We kept seeing your pink runner on the way here, so... Anyways, I know we could hang out with Stroll or Hulkenberg, and it could be fun to see that, but I really want to finish off the new World Travel Diary. A fictional chronicle of a boy's journey in a fanciful place called the New World. I'm almost done reading it. Seems like a book that'll really expand our minds. Want to read it together over by the window? Read this book, you gain more imagination. Yeah, let's read it.
What's that?
He continued to traipse through the raging sandstorm. At last, he came upon a cave, the entrance gaping like the maws of a beast. The walls of the cave were translucent, revealing the inside to be a gigantic, intricately winding labyrinth, fantastical and akin to a mirage.
Oh, yeah?
Giant cave with glass walls in the desert? That sounds otherworldly, but strangely familiar. Well, whatever. What does it sound like to you?
That sounds pretty. sure. That would be a beautiful sight.
Right?
Yeah, I bet it'd be dazzling in the daylight, probably at night too, sparkling with the moonlight.
Feel like envisioning the scene with Gallica has improved my imagination.
Now then.
And would you look at that? We finally had visionary levels of imagination.
Imagination.
Imagination, 'tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If true sovereignty is thy aspiration, furnish thyself with the creativity to bring the ideal world of thy thoughts to fruition.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. Not bad at all. I know this new world is just fictional, but I don't want to visit it if it were a real place.
And let's make it a real place. With that, I finished the book. Feel like my understanding of the world has deepened.
All right.
Nice. And that barely even tipped anything. We are even longer ways away to rank up to level 4.
Enemies coming our way, or so I thought. Looks like that Missy's Gauntlet Runner coming for us this time.
Hey!
Hey, you lot! Yeah, I'm the Gauntlet Runner over there. You're not becoming king on my watch. I've got a short fuse, you know, and that means if you don't come out right now, kaboom!
So the young miss says. Hope you're willing to act.
Yeah, of course.
Certainly.
Don't worry, we'll take this line down.
Wait, they're coming on board at the other end? Now we have to accept your challenge.
Pharaoh! What's up, girl?
So we meet again. Maybe you got the better of me last time, but you're about to get some payback.
Give me a break, lady. Ever heard of learning from your mistakes? Sorry, but we don't intend to lose either.
Ooh, big talk. Well, I'm willing to rewrite my record if that's what it takes to be queen. My people are suffering as we speak. Who's gonna save the Parapus if I don't give it all I've got? I promised them all I'd become queen. You're all decent people, got nothing against you, but I'm not holding back.
My cue, I think.
Damn. Thanks, Nurse.
Stronger. So have we.
So,
Let's steal. I want to steal.
she gives you really good gauntlets for the Brawler. Which fits, she is the one who provided to you after all. No since it is available. Oh well. She is weak to fire, like I said.
Captain.
Now, the Commander. We're not going to go too in depth with them. No, we can't even do too much with them right now, but all I know is we got a fire physical skill. Let's use it. Ooh, very nice. Night Proclamation.
Mustn't settle for the easy way. Now accept your...
I can't steal from her again, so bot.
Light us power.
And then fall to the back stroll. Right. I forgot. Yeah, I thought this was only on the on the depth level of Commander. So we're using this next turn. Yeah. This is why I like the Commander. It's broken as shit. Anyways, Rebellion. Give it to Hulkenberg. Razor's crit rate. And you know I love that crit rate.
Why are you so strong, damn you? But this is where the real fight begins. Get ready to get stomped.
Only a flesh wound. Is that all?
Girl, you did more damage last time.
Hulkenberg's guard is down.
Come.
And Night Proclamation, just in case. Okay.
Be neither timid nor arrogant.
So, I'm just gonna show it off. The Commander is busted to all hell and back. Assault Beacon increases attack, defense, hit, and evasion rate for all allies. And that's a pretty... You think 26 MP is expensive? Dude.
Something else. No holding.
Matarkaj is 18 MP. And that just raises defense for everyone. This... Oh, it's on 2 party members though, but it's still cheap as shit.
Can you help?
Much thanks.
This is just... It's such a broken skill, and this, in my opinion, makes the commander one of the best archetypes in the game. Or one of the best support archetypes in the game. See? Raised hit evasion rate, oh, and lowered hurts as well, and we easily dodged out of the way. Stroll, I think you deserve to finish it off. A fantastic debut to the commander.
Why? Why? I trained so much for this. This isn't supposed to happen.
Hey, no hard feelings. You started.
Not bad. I shall strive.
I love the commander. And that's its synthesis skills. We haven't even learned its good, normal skills yet. Oh my god, I love this thing. The commander's so good.
I've lost.
Oh, damn, I lost again. I could just beat you and ask you to join me, but that power of yours is really something. But don't you rest easy, because I will win next time. Start preparing now, you got that.
Okay.
Catherina, cheer up.
Yeah?
Saw that runner, so I followed you. You're as tough as they say.
Eurorikas? Is that how you're supposed to say it?
Eurorikas, Who do you think I am exactly?
Pardon me. I know perfectly well you're the great Catherina, Gran. Everyone here knows. In fact, all their hopes are pinned on you.
Oh.
All these people migrating to find work. Even though I might kill them in the end.
What other options do pirates like them have? It might be dangerous, but you gotta break some eggs to make an omelette. Jesus Christ.
Eurorikas, wait. Take this. See if you can't stop everyone from leaving for now.
Hey,
Who knew you lot? Catherina's made a generous donation. Oh, thank you. Now we can eat for once.
Listen to me.
Listen, everyone. I know these times are trying, but this kind of work ain't the answer. If you can hold out just a little longer, I swear, I'm gonna set things right for us.
well then.
Now, there we are. We believe in you, Catherina. I earned that money slaying a monster just a few days ago. It was meant to be the start of my royal campaign fund. It's a small price to pay for helping out my people, but it'll last them what? A few weeks at most? We'll be heading out to find work again in no time.
You're still feeding him for a few weeks. That's fantastic.
I just can't fathom dying to earn a living. And the fat cats are all too happy when the parapets take them up on it.
I'll make it happen.
When I'm in charge, first thing I'm gonna do is squeeze off our bounties for the bloody heads. They squeeze us dry, so I'll squeeze them right back.
So, I forget. I'm checking my notes right now. Yeah, you can answer either or, because really, will that work? I can't help but wonder if it would solve anything.
Honestly, I have no idea.
But
Even now, tons of those people aren't gonna survive. I can tell people who aren't eating today to wait until tomorrow while I think of something. I was just lucky, you know. I had the strength to push through and survive. The truth is, most people don't have that kind of strength. They need someone to provide it for them.
that's why.
You should know better than most. Those who can act gotta take action. If they don't, nothing in the bloody world's gonna change. It'll stay rotten as it is. So many says there's nothing to be done, but they only say that because the parapets are right where they want them, beneath everybody.
Just ain't right.
They could have the parapets start doing well for themselves. That would shake up the shoddy ground they're standing on. They like this twisted world just as it is.
Let's save them too. We can save those people too.
Oh.
Even though they're my enemies. Maybe they're struggling in their own way.
Oh, come off it.
That doesn't mean they can make the parapets suffer for it, so... Yeah, no. I'll figure that out once I take the throne.
Thanks.
Much obliged, Alexander. We may be enemies, but I like having...
We're enemies? We're not friends? Oh.
I'm not as powerful as I need to be, but still, I'd reach out to the recruitment center. We should be seeing bigger rewards from bounties. Go check on it. We gotta keep taking those monsters down. We'll beat this world into peace together.
I can feel Catherina's indignation towards the world's absurdities, as well as her deep faith in me.
She...
The loyal hunter, Catherina, keeper and inheritor of the Brawler's virtues. Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom.
new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by thy strength, fulfill thy destiny.
I'm not letting anyone die.
And neither will I. At rank 3, she unlocks you 2 great abilities. One, we finally learned this adept rank of Brawler, the Pugilist. And bounty bonus, fattens the purse of bounty rewards at each city's recruitment center. Look at that, Pugilist. Oh, it looks so badass. Recruitment center bounties have increased due to the effects of the bounty bonus. Next time I see you, I'll take you down for sure, so don't go die on me. Same to you.
As the shadows are stretched to their limits before darkness takes them, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a balmy wetland. Nocturnal creatures who lay dormant beneath the fens in the light rise to seek out their prey. Meanwhile, the party rests their weary souls, fatigued by the long journey, under the protection of the Gauntlet Runner.
Man, these last few days have flew by. Tomorrow we'll be in Brilehaven. And then... yeah, it'll be an interesting time. So we'll be arriving by tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of place Brilehaven is.
Me too, me too. What's up, nurse?
Oh, dash it.
What a relief. The nightmare material's finally behind us. The core problem may be resolved. I imagine the trauma's going to linger in the town for a while yet.
People are scarier.
You think so, eh? Intriguing's more the word I'd use.
That sounds just like you, nurse.
I find both perspectives to be connected to the way I think of people.
Well, no more hunting, straggling the trout seal on the immediate horizon, at least, so hopefully it's all down here from here. What? What thrills await us? Ah, the mind races.
So, in the evening, looks like we can rage imagination with everybody. Yay.
Let's head there right away.
Actually, I forget if we can read in the evenings. I always forget if we can or not. You can! Okay. Maybe not now. The thing is... I do like spending time to hang out with everybody, but at the same time, we really need to focus on some other stats. And actually, since we battled Catherina today, and that's basically an event in of itself, let's talk about the archetype that she's associated with. The Brawler. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. I love this archetype so much. So you new archetype, have you? I expected nothing less. Please do not hesitate to inform me if you wish to study it. Yeah. Oh, looks like Plateau actually wants to talk for once. What's up, kitty?
That's a good kitty.
Seems to be in a good mood.
I think he likes you.
Oh, never mind. Up we go. Let's see what we got. That is Commander. The fucking faker. Ugh. When we talk about the faker, that pisses me off, man. Anyways. Wait, that's a gunner. This is... Let's see. Brawler. There we go. This looks like research document about the Brawler archetype. In times of yore, there lived heroes who tempered their bodies into unmatched weapons through discipline. Their souls together formed the power of the Brawler. Among them, the adept discipline of the critical hit I dub the Pugilist, and the elite master the martial form I dub the Martial Artist. The Brawler archetype combines speed with powerful critical hits, and its as its name indicates, it's a master fighter. However, to dedicate one's body to ideal strength is to dedicate one's life to battle, and this power exerts a toll on the wielder. Let no brawler forget this truth.
Oh, really?
So this archetype expends its own health in exchange for physical attacks and powerful crits. It's speedy too, but if you use too much AP, you'd leave yourself vulnerable.
That's right, the only weakness this lineage has is, oh, you're easier to kill. But if you use like Hulkenberg or hell, just give a bit of extra endurance accessory to Stroll health, they can survive an extra hit, they'll be fine. So, the Brawler. Shit. As you can tell, I guess people who dedicate themselves to fighting, as we see with Catherina, and heavily on physical strength, yeah. Okay, now let's actually go into it. The Brawler is one of my personal favorites in the game. One, because it provides the useful MP conserving skills and powerful physical skills of just the HP draining strike skills. But at the same time, it's just such a fun archetype to use, being able to land crits as well, much more easily. Especially with Pugilists, but we'll talk about that later. Alright, so its stats. At rank 1, it gives the user 2 additional points of strength, 0 magic, so you could use magic, it won't hinder it, but it won't be great on it either. 1 point to endurance, 2 points in agility, 0 points in luck. At max rank, it actually changed up a little bit. 7 to strength, 3 to magic, so again, it doesn't hinder magic at all, 3 to endurance. Make sure you don't put this on any characters that are too squishy. 7 to agility, helps it dodge out of the way actually. This is more of a evasion build. I wouldn't say tank build, but more of an invasion kind of class. And 4 to luck, so helps a little bit with critical hits. Oh god, I love this archetype. And the resistance you'll want to know is that it resists bludgeoning because it's punching. It's used to being punched back. And it's oddly weak to ice. I don't know why. Maybe it makes the muscles tense up and be less effective in battle. That's my headcanon of it. Oh, by the way, I forgot this detail. Fun fact, I believe, yeah, it's called the Monk in Japan, which it sounds like something from D&D more so. Whatever. Now, let's move on to the actual skills. When you start out with the archetype of level 1, you already know it's Perfect Punch. Weak strike skill targets one foe, and its power is proportionate to the user's remaining HP. So if you're on full HP and you use a skill, that's the most powerful it's going to be, but if you use it again without healing, it's going to be a bit weaker than before. An interesting move, to be honest. I kind of like it, because this is the first move you learn to incentivize like a beginner to keep their health up, keep their HP up, learn like the ins and outs of the archetype before giving you like another strike skill that drains HP but is not proportionate to it. So I think it's a great first skill just to learn the archetype well. And it ain't bad either. But the next one's better. Anyways, Vigilant Disciple is the archetype's passive. Increase the crit rate by 5%, and it boosts stacks further when archetypes of the same lineage are in the party. So, I think this can go up to 20% crit rate with an all brawler class, but then keep in mind all they can do is strike damage. Again, inheritance skills, but it could be really good if you like put a few medis on 1 or 2 members of the party and then just go all out with strikes. But again, primarily work with strike damage, so if the opponent is resisted, nullified, repels, etc., then it's not really good composition to have, but that 20% crit rate, man, oh, that's beautiful. Alright, at level 6, they learn Skullcracker. It's another weak physical strike damage to one foe, but may inflict forget. This does have a bigger base damage than Perfect Punch, and it may inflict forget as well, which will not allow the opponent to use any special skills like magic or any non-normal physical skills. So this is honestly a great move to have in battle. Even if it's not on the... It's a great move to inherit as well, because the status ailment forget is just really useful in the battle. Unless you're fighting a boss, then they're probably immune to it. Level 10, they learn Strike Dodge. Increase the evasion against strike attacks. Now, this is more of a skill that is useful to inherit on other archetypes, like the Healer, which I skipped to talk about this. But like for a point of reference, the Healer is actually weak to bludgeoning. Sorry, strike. So if you learn it on the Brawler, then inherit it on the Healer, it makes it a bit more effective at dodging in battle. Its weakness, at least. At level 11, I love this skill. Battle Cry. Support skill, increase the caster's attack and defense for 3 turns. Fantastic move in the early game. And you're not going to learn Commander for quite a long time. And if it's your first time and you're a bit slower, you don't have enough of the... what's it called? Royal Virtues, or hell, you just did Martyra on the last day, so you have to wait till Brilehaven to learn the Commander. Hey, this is just a great substitute move to have until then. At level 20, they learn Health Font, a passive that increases max AP by 15%, fantastic to dish out more of these physical strike moves in battle. All around these moves, every single one is so good. I love each and every one of these. All great to inherit, all great to use in battle. Alright, now the hero's passive. Surprise Upset. Strong enemies are stunned more easily in overworld combat. This is just it's just so useful. Because later in the game, so many enemies have such a high, like, break gauge basically to get them stunned, to have the advantage in battle. Hell, we were already seeing it here with some of the Gaborans a few weeks back. So this just makes it so much easier to do it. But remember, you're using gauntlets. You gotta run right up to them to punch them in the face to get them stunned. But again, this passive makes it much easier to do so, and much quicker too. Alright, now synthesis skills. This is the least amount of synthesis skills we've seen for any archetype as of yet. It's only 2, which could be seen as a drawback, since this makes the Brawler even more limited with what it has. But again, it just shows how good their normal skills are to begin with. Anyways, its first synthesis skill is Meteoric Fist. Deals weak physical strike damage to all enemies 1 to 3 times. Great skill, great AoE skill. And all it requires is a Warrior, Brawler, Berserker lineages in the party, which is very easy to pull off. You could do Warrior with Stroll and Brawler with Hulkenberg, and since Hulkenberg has high endurance, it's a great match for them as well. An Energy Ray deals heavy physical light damage to one foe, power proportionate to caster's remaining HP. So keep that in mind when using it, and also this basically kills anything in the first dungeon because so many enemies are undead and weak to light. If you use this on anything that's weak to light, then they're basically eviscerated. However, this requires a Seeker, Mage, or Healer. I would say this is a bit harder of a party comp to have, but then again, you should have a Mage for elemental coverage and or a Healer to, heal, since it uses a lot of HP. And now its max level bonus is plus 20 HP, which seems pretty obvious, but still really useful. And its initial Magla cost is 1200 Magla. All around, it's such a good archetype. I would say it's not as reliable as the Warrior or Knight. However, it's still just such a fun archetype to use, especially if you just want to punch things, you want to do critical hits, you just want to do a ton of damage, then yeah, this is an archetype for you. If you want to go more AoE, or if you want to go more AoE, go with the Warrior lineage. If you want to go more defensive, go for Knight. But if you just want to go pure attack, pure just you're dead, and you know how to keep your health up in battle, then yeah, the Brawler's for you. It's that fucking good. I love this thing so much. And funnily enough, it comes on one of my favorite Bond ranks as well. I'm stumbling over my words here. But you know what I mean, I just really like Catherina. Why didn't they make her a party member, man? I'm so sad. Seriously, why couldn't I just made her a party member? I mean, there's a spoiler, obvious spoiler for it, but meh. Anyways, let's read and finish up for today. Bygone days. The methodically precise handwriting leads me to believe this is Heismay's. It appears to be a record of his life with his son. I haven't started reading it yet. Heismay left it here. I think that means it's okay to read. It really doesn't, but we're nosy as shit. If I read this book, I may gain more tolerance. Can we spend some time reading the book? Hell yeah. And they're reading it by the bookshelf so they can easily slip it back in without Heismay finding out. Anyways, though sparse and objective, the words still manage to vividly depict the endearing qualities of a small child. He writes of the day his son took his first steps. He actually told us about this during his last rank up. So it just, this hurts even more. The first words his son spoke, a time his son nearly ripped his own ears off climbing all over him. That's so cute. Of worrying about his son not eating his vegetables, of his son refusing to stop crying at night, or of being so exhausted to take care of him. He'd fall asleep in places without even realizing it. I see, being a parent brought him a lot to struggle, but even more than that, it brought him joy. A warmth arises inside of me. I feel like my tolerance has improved.
Alright.
So one great thing about this one, it's one of the books that actually don't give you any prompts. You read it and you'll automatically get the 4 pips of the allotted social virtue you were aiming to increase. So really easy to utilize. There's still some left to read in this book, so I'll pick it up from here next time. And that'll be it for today, ladies and gents. Next time in Metaphor Refantazio, we're finally gonna be arriving in Brilehaven, finally. And we'll honestly just be seeing how the tournament is shaping up there, and hopefully exploring around town, maybe seeing the sights, maybe that weird vortex nurse was talking about, but we'll see until then. So, see you next time, ladies and gents. Goodbye.